Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your home for the latest political developments shaping South Africa's future. Today, we unpack a critical story shaking the foundations of the Government of National Unity, a political showdown triggered by a contentious VAT increase proposal that may very well lead to the collapse of the GNU as we know it. Right now, the ANC is facing its biggest challenge yet in holding together its fragile coalition government. The proposal to increase VAT by just 0.5%, a move the ANC sees as necessary to plug a deepening fiscal hole, has sparked an intense political storm. The Democratic Alliance, one of the key players in the GNU, is flat out rejecting the proposal, claiming it will disproportionately affect South Africa's most vulnerable citizens. And they're not wrong. Many economists have long warned that VAT hikes hit the poor the hardest. But beyond the economic arguments, this VAT deadlock is exposing deep rifts within the GNU. Tensions are boiling over, and behind the scenes, senior ANC leaders are scrambling to do the maths. They're asking the big question, can the ANC govern without the DA? And surprisingly, the answer might be yes. According to sources within the ANC's National Working Committee and the National Executive Committee, the party is crunching the numbers and believes it has a narrow, but viable, majority in parliament without the DA, EFF, or the MK party. By working with smaller GNU partners like the IFP, the Patriotic Alliance, the Good Party, and a few others, the ANC counts 201 seats in the 400-seat National Assembly. That's just one seat above the threshold for a simple majority, enough to pass legislation and approve the budget. This has sparked internal momentum for a dramatic pivot, cutting ties with the DA and reimagining a coalition that leans on smaller, ideologically flexible parties instead of more combative rivals. Some ANC insiders are going even further, suggesting that if they rope in ActionSA, which holds 6 seats, their majority could rise to 207. That's a far more comfortable margin, giving them breathing room to govern without the constant threat of legislative deadlock. But here's where things get even more interesting. The ANC's appetite for ditching the DA is also driven by frustration. Many within the ruling party feel the DA is using its position in the GNU to strong-arm policy decisions. They say the DA is not behaving like a partner, but rather as a power broker trying to impose its neoliberal agenda, a claim the DA of course denies. In contrast, ActionSA, despite its roots in DA politics, is seen as a more pragmatic player. Yes, its leader Herman Mashaba has been openly critical of the ANC, but some in the NEC believe his party could be persuaded to support a reconfigured GNU if it means advancing service delivery and economic reform. Still, bringing ActionSA on board carries its own risks. Its inclusion might alienate other partners within the GNU who see Mashaba as a political opportunist. But perhaps the most explosive element in all this is who the ANC wants to avoid. And that's the EFF and the MK party. Senior ANC officials have made it clear, working with Julius Malema or Jacob Zuma is a no-go. The EFF's radical economic policies, including nationalization and land expropriation without compensation, are seen as dangerous and incompatible with the ANC's reformist agenda. The MK party, with its strong loyalty to Zuma and its unpredictable behavior in parliament, is also viewed as a destabilizing force. As one NEC member bluntly put it, it's almost impossible to have Malema, Zuma, and Helen Zille working together in an organized fashion. Their egos are too big, and the clash of personalities would be a disaster. This is why the ANC is leaning towards smaller, more stable partners, ones less likely to blow up the GNU from the inside. But don't think for a second that this is just theoretical. ANC Secretary-General Fikile Mbalula, along with other top leaders like Nomvula Mokonyane and Gwede Mantashe, is already leading high-stakes crisis talks. These meetings include GNU partners and even the EFF, a curious move, considering the ANC has publicly ruled out working with Malema's party. But analysts believe this is just political theater. The ANC wants to appear open to dialogue, while quietly lining up its fallback plans. The outcome of these talks will likely define the future of South African politics. If the ANC can't reach a compromise with the DA over VAT, we could witness the unraveling of the Government of National Unity, a coalition that was formed to stabilize the country after years of political turbulence. If the DA walks away, the ANC may try to stitch together a new coalition, one that excludes the DA, the EFF, and the MK party. But that would require tight management. Small parties, now sensing their value, may start making demands, concessions in policy, cabinet appointments, or control over certain departments. This could lead to infighting and inconsistency in governance. Meanwhile, if the ANC and DA part ways, it could also give birth to a formidable opposition bloc. Think about it, the DA, EFF, and MKP together control 199 seats. If they find a way to unite, even temporarily, they could block legislation, delay budgets, and make life extremely difficult for a DA-less ANC government. But let's be honest, such unity is unlikely. The ideological gap between Malema, Zuma, and Zil is wider than the Vaal River. The ANC is betting that their mutual disdain and conflicting visions will prevent any serious coalition from forming on the opposition benches. Still, it's a high-stakes gamble. The ANC is playing a dangerous game of political chess, and one wrong move could plunge the country into deeper instability. In the coming days and weeks, all eyes will be on the budget negotiations. Will the ANC and DA find common ground over the VAT increase? Or are we heading for a realignment of power in Parliament? This is a developing story with massive implications for governance, service delivery, and investor confidence. South Africans deserve transparency, stability, and leadership, not more political drama. What do you think? Is the ANC better off without the DA in the GNU? Can ActionSA and smaller parties really hold the line in Parliament? And should the EFF or MK party ever be considered as partners in governance? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates on this and other breaking political developments. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.